4x4. Then yeah, I think it's about the same. I'll never know. Never know for sure, that's for certain. Alright, let's get rid of all these lines because they're unnecessary up here. These lines are still happening. That's fine. Get rid of those. Now, structures. Go 1, 2, and then there's Jesus. 3. There we go. Alright. Let's get a wall going there, and then we need a door. Was it here? Down one. About there. Alright. Alright, let's get this mined out properly now. Should be able to get rid of almost all of this section here. Just have to be careful of like collapses and stuff. Yeah. It's funny how this one looks like it's smaller than that at the moment. Probably mostly because it's just not made. How's this going, by the way? Because we've got like a whole section here missing. And the animals. Not my animals. Wildlife animals. Oh yeah, there's some. Okay. I'm glad that they're bringing some of the rice up here, at least. But if we're getting rice... Oh yeah, this is ready for harvest. Okay. So... that's really good if we've got a harvest rice coming in, because we can't really travel until we get some spare food, and the animal's going ham on this at the moment. Okay, that will help. Some of this is ready. What about the hay grass? I've got like little sections of hay grass here. It takes twice as long to grow, but it'll be fine. Yeah. They're always having major break risks. I honestly might just take that out into like a big diamond as well. I'm so bloody tempted just to do it. Or at least like keep this section as like a big sort of storage area or something. I do want like food and their storage to be right next to each other. Like the food and cooking. Chimpanzee made a masterwork, blue fur pants. It's pretty good. How's Driver going? He's been down this whole time. He's still in his catatonic break, but he's about 62%. When he hits his maximum withdrawal rate, I'm hoping he'll still be unconscious, and then he'll hopefully make it past that. I'll also send you guys out to harvest some medical stuff if it's available. And berries. I just need as much plant material as I can harvested. The animals are doing pretty good stock of that. I'm thinking maybe I could take their pen area up a bit more or a bit wider. I'm thinking wider. I know it's taking up like a really sizable chunk of the map, but I'm not too concerned about that aspect. Sort of want... I do want them to focus on like the harvesting a bit more than random stuff. Oh, they're all going and grabbing some food. I feel like the food needs to be like almost right next door. Like the storage of these needs to be right next door to like the tables and stuff. I swear. Alright. Alright. That will do there. And then I'll be able to go this way eventually. And I took it out from the door, right? Yeah. That's why it looked different. There we go. They kind of do need to keep building these parts, otherwise the roof might collapse as they go. But I've got some ideas. I'm thinking about moving these recreational stuff out, like these sort of things out. I can't move that. I would have to deconstruct and rebuild it, which would be really frustrating. But I'm not against it. I've already moved quite a lot of stuff around. And I thought about moving the food stuff back onto this side because I'm forever going and looking for food over here. And it's not over here because originally it was, and then I moved it, and now my brain's just confused forever. I won't put down the silver tiles in here yet if I'm considering moving them. But what I will do is, since we are going to do that, so I did take it at, what was it, down by 8 and across by however many. I'll be able to do this again. So that's out by 10. Is that right? Yeah, okay, so that's out by 10. So what we want from here is out to 10. And I guess I won't be able to do that from that side. But it was how many here? 7. Okay, so 7 up. Be up to there. So I actually did do that side kind of wrong. Hey, Phoenix. You're going to come back and have another try at your little bed, are you? You be careful with my microphone, okay? Do not scream into it. Shh, I'm going to be quiet. He's got a very extremely loud meow, and he is right next to the microphone. So I just kind of, come on, just move a little bit. Timberwolf revenge, huh? Okay. I must be hunting one at the moment. Ah, panthers are. That's fine. Oh, we have grizzly bears and shit on here. Grizzly bears are great for fur and stuff like that. The only problem is, I'm not a big fan of having them become pets and stuff. They do go out and they do get stuff, but I think this time round, this game, I'd like to get polar bears because it's a lot easier to see that you have a white bear out there than is that my bear that's really close to a cat, you know? The other thing too is that my people at least had like a really awesome name for my bear in the last game that I had. So they called it Jerky, and I thought that was fantastic. I'm like, of all the names you could call a bear, Jerky was awesome. This space is 7, and I made that go down. That's only down by like 5. It doesn't matter too much. These do look like they are symmetrical to it. But I reckon if I put a straight line down, I bet it wouldn't be. I'll fix them up. It doesn't take too much to move them over once I can move them over. Main thing is the 7. So that was not 7. Should have gone up by 1. It should have been up to there. Alright, I can fix this pretty easily. It just means that that center part won't be center. Alright, so going do. And the door would be about probably in here somewhere. So let's get rid of some of this other stuff. It's incorrect. Actually, that first block will probably be correct. These other ones that won't be. Going on. Inspired creativity. The chimpanzees experience inspiration. Next thing he makes will be 2 levels higher. Wow, okay, so he's about to basically make legendary because he keeps making masterworks. Alright. The main thing is, this is now up by 7, and that's now out by 7. And this was supposed to be up by 10, so this line was supposed to be going up through here. There we go. There's my structures there. So, take you straight up. Stop that bit. I thought it looked weird. It's one of those things, you know, I'm never very good at making stuff on this game, honestly. And I kind of don't want to take it to straight there, but that's where it's going, because this is going to move. So it should be fine. A psychic ship. Okay, a large piece of ancient ship has crashed nearby. Your colonists can feel it in the back of their mind, extorting unspeakable acts. It must have an onboard machine persona that with psychic projection ability. And this persona is not friendly. Destroy it as soon as possible, but beware, it's probably defend itself. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, let's get this saved. Let's save this in a few ways. I can see this going very badly, because there's so many of these already. And it's off to the side. So we need to deal with this right now. So is that everybody? Yeah, looks like everybody except you are a pacifist. Everybody else can get your butts down here. Costa, I need you to be actually, like, recruited. Guys, come on, down here. The longer they take to get down here, sometimes the harder it is to deal with a situation. And I know some of my prisoners don't have weapons, so this is going to be kind of a nightmare. I need that to kind of burn out as well. Otherwise, my people could get really hurt if they try to run in. What's wrong with you, Kazumi? You guys, psychic shock burn. Affecting a lot of stuff, actually. Alright. So, I don't know how this is going to go. Because a lot of these people don't have weapons. I'm just going to... Oh, stick it in there too. Save this. Alright. The fire's kind of moving out quite a bit, so I need you guys to just move over a little bit. Okay, that should be enough. Hope. You guys in just a little bit closer. And you guys just a little bit closer. Alright. So, animals included can attack. Smoke pops aren't going to do anything. Psychic lances aren't going to do anything. Not at least against robotic stuff. So, what I want is you guys to take out this. Take out the bigger thing. Try to take out that before it kills somebody. You guys might have to move down to kill that guy. Try to take out the bigger things so the smaller ones will run up to us. And my hope is that my melee people that are up close are going to deal with that. Like I said, not everybody has a weapon. But just because they're coming in doesn't mean they have a weapon. I also try to avoid crossfire if I can. Which is kind of happening. Alright, guys, get in here. Nat died. We are rolling it back. This is going to keep happening until I get out of here alive. If a colonist dies, I'm not going to proceed. If an animal dies, it depends what kind of an animal and whether or not they've got a connection or not. So what I might do is, I know that not everybody has a weapon. So I'm just going to get the ones with weapons to kind of move in and move out. So you can actually see who has a weapon as well. I could have done this the first time. But I didn't. You guys can move out. It's really going to come down to who does have a weapon. I think Ane-san doesn't have a weapon for some reason. Why don't you have a weapon? Supposed to. Can you get out there? Damien doesn't. Alright. This should help. If you guys go stand over here, you guys got swords. You've got an axe. I don't want a thrombo. I want that. Okay, a Nasan would have been so much more helpful if she had a gun, but she doesn't. So what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to try to direct them so that I have kind of like a line of people. No, I just want you to go here. Alright. Okay, that's a pretty solid lineup. So if I end up making them shoot, they'll shoot. And these guys, I kind of want to just stand over here and hopefully attract some of them up here. You guys are kind of like, I just need you to stand back because there's nothing you guys can do. And if I don't have you like this, you're going to attack the fire. For sure, get in there and get killed. But all of yours, I want you to aim for that guy. Let's save this again as a new raid. So this is a new format. Let's go. Alright, kill him. Alright, guys, we got one down. So hopefully the animals might actually protect them. Alright, it is going better. Shoot that one. The thrombos might honestly get hit in the crossfire. Or no, you just don't. You can stand over there and you can shoot him. Alright. The rest of you just attack that. Guys. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's release you all. And you lot. Oh, Nason, let's get your friggin' gun back. What did you drop and where did you drop it? Probably that, maybe? What were you? You're a melee person. Okay. Where is your... There it is. I was going to say, I'm like, where is it? Now, somebody's bi-coded to one of these guns, and I know that. So, you're injured. Anybody that should be injured should be probably a fighter. That was melee. We don't have any more melee weapons, I believe. No. We do need to start making swords and stuff. So you can do shooting. You can take a gun. No, actually, you had a gun. Oh, okay. You can. You're a hunting person. No wonder why we're not getting a hunting gun. Bringer, different. That person is basically as useless as a pacifist. I'm going to give you a shotgun. Shooting. You can, oh, nah. Give you a better gun because you're actually a hunter. You're an okay shooter too. Driver's down. Get you a short distance gun. Again, a short distance gun. Your melee, I don't have any spare melee. Yeah, you can take that. And Bard was melee. Okay. So now, somebody's down here is down. Are you shooting at an animal? Radio. I think. Oh no, Velcro's got it. Go for it, Velcro. Alright, so we keep getting like serious amounts of steel from this kind of stuff happening. There we go. This area will burn out. At least it's all metal, so it's not really that much of a problem. They'll bring them all in eventually. Oh, we got so much wildlife. Nice. Okay. Oh, I forgot to check on the condition of people. Bringer. Okay, you've got death for 15 hours. Tofu's 10. Nova's fine. Enyo, no immediate threat. The only problem is I don't have a lot of every kind of bed, medical beds and stuff, so I'm expecting some people might slink off to their actual rooms. Okay, Lenora, you've got, whoa. No, but are you healing yourself? Or, yes, you are. Tell you what, if you can prioritize her, she is, like, critical. Want to see Tofu get up in here too. Ringa's slowly dying and so's Tofu, but Lenora is, like, on death's door. Shizuka's okay. Enyo's okay. I haven't even got to check some of these. Like, some of the panthers are dying too. Okay, Tofu's up in here. The thing is, Tofu, you can heal yourself, can't you? Kazumi, you're tending to one of the animals. It's fine. Tofu's got time. I'm just trying to prioritize this. How's this going? Up to 3 hours now. Ringa's coming in. Okay. Good. Weeks is coming in to fix up Tofu. That'll be good. The only other person that would be good to see come in is maybe like Lincoln to repair Bringa when she lays down. Some of my cats are pretty badly hurt. My panthers and stuff. Alright. Tofu's getting healed. How's Lenora doing? She's not going to die now. Tofu's got 17 hours. Ringa's dying. Noba's on his way. He's getting it done. Alright. I know you're in a medical emergency. The only thing is, this is when I want somebody that has, like, that inspired surgery, like Seahorse. So, like, it's not a surgery, but you get what I mean. Like, if I had to, this would be the best time, because at least she could do it. Alright. I think everybody's getting patched up. Nobody was left behind. Nobody's gonna die. My only concern is this fire very slowly headed towards my crops. That's a concern to me. By the way, let's see how much of this can we harvest. Quite a lot. Good. Okay. And this is still set to sowing and stuff like that, so good. How are we going for food? We are still killing the animals as they come in. That's fantastic. And we've got a good amount of vegetation stuff. It's just not all of it's in there. Right, and not everybody's dying anymore, so we can finally save. Good. Alright. I actually think I like that being one square smaller, honestly. Never happy with my designs, honestly. Let's see. So what I want is this gone and this gone. Yeah, she can go on a food binge. That doesn't really bother me that much, honestly. I'm not sure why. Like, they just don't really bother me. And they're like, oh, I'm gonna food binge now. It's like, you do that. You do you. So, if this is supposed to be, like, bigger, how much did I screw this up? We know how far out it is. How far up is it now? It's 8. So, down to 7, out to 8. Now, I know that it's going to be pretty much... I'm assuming that once I finish this thing, its last block will be like where that's supposed to be. Somebody's just got an infection. So, I'm supposed to be bringing it down to there or something? Alright, let's have a look at who's got an infection. Nova does. Shoulder. Yeah, well, that would make sense, because Nova spent this whole time looking after everybody else, and he's let his wound fester. And Kimmy's picking out. You're not helping the food situation, Kimmy. How are they doing? It's pretty bad. Tofu's already up and about. Oh yeah. Remember, developed a illness infection. Which one? Ooh. Yeah, I kind of forgot that this is the animal medical wing A. Well, I'm glad that we didn't lose any, because I was not paying attention. No orange horses. Get right off my server. See, this one over here got what was coming to it. What's going on up here? Try to prevent them from ending up with an orange horse. I'm just not a fan. Fan of the color, mostly. It also reminds me greatly of, like, Avalon. The first horse my people decided to tame and then turned it into a bonded pet who immediately got dementia and ended up living with the colony for like 30 odd years. And all the while he still had dementia. And every time we went to do a, a mission or a caravan or something, he was constantly in a state of dementia. It was just like, you annoyance, you. Alright. I think I actually know how to make this the most square, honestly. So, finally figured it out. So what I want to see is coming down by 7. Yep. So, take this across. And I take this across. And then I go up here by 7. And I take it across. And I take it across. And out by 7. Across. Across. Out by 7. Getting near my crops. It is. This is my only reason for thinking that it might be good to, like, enclose my crops, honestly. Like, when it gets close enough, they'll stomp it out. You doing, Jumper? Alright. So those are kind of the perimeters, and I can see what's happened here. Is I was trying to build it in between it. So, that makes sense. Alright, what's going on? Medical emergency. Yes, we know. Fire, we know. And major break. Tofu. Don't care. I mean, seriously. Tofu. Alright, so I can't take down this entire wall yet, because I need a lot of it for structure. However, I should be able to build some of it. So. Now, my next thing is, because obviously I've worked out what a square is, finally. God forbid I didn't work that out. I'm gonna make more of these as well. I'm just not sure what kind of shapes yet. Still want to take it in by a bit. Not sure by how much. So as far as I know, this was up by 7 as well, which isn't a bad kind of measurement if I'm taking it to 7 there. And from here, yeah. Alright, driver again. I kind of just want him to, like, get past his withdrawals and stuff, but I know he's actually got to do... yeah, go rescue him, please. I know he's actually got to come out of the withdrawals. And it's probably a lot easier said than it is done. Alright. I sort of feel like my brain wasn't working this whole time for, like, trying to, like, structure stuff, and I'm not really sure why. I'm normally a lot better at this stuff. I mean, I will get there eventually. That actually... yeah, that was 7. Alright, so now we have our bases. So we want it to go up there. Tail is going to hide in the room because they were tired. That's fine. You can go hide in the room. I don't think you have a room. So is that more wishful thinking? That you wish you could hide in a room? Let's mine this. I also need to be careful because some of these areas are actually mined. So when I take them down, I'm not sure what I'm going to be dealing with. Okay, let's take you up a bit. That's already to its limit, and there. Cool. Okay, so we have our basis for the kind of shape that we're going to be doing. And get rid of this extra line so I'm not confused as I do this. Because damn if I don't get confused easily. Alright, that's definitely helping. They're doing really great with this, by the way, with harvesting. It's a very big area, and I'm not really expecting them to just kind of like get it all. I do expect this area in here that they kind of mostly just leave alone, because it's mostly for the animals. I might actually cancel that, eh? Let them focus on the other areas and let the animals have this. It's rotted away in here. Is that a temperature issue? Whoa, it's 12 degrees indoors. Why is it 12 degrees indoors? Let's take you down like a lot. What happened to my air conditioners? Why aren't they negative? They were like minus like 100 and something beforehand. So let's take them back to minus 109. Because it's 40 odd degrees outside. So no wonder why my shit's like wearing away. I'm gonna lose all of my pemmican at this rate. And they work so hard to get that. Alright. So, Horse, what are you up to? You're relaxing socially. That's okay. I'll let you guys relax. I kind of do want to, when I can, let them just enjoy their recreation time, because it's not an easy thing to be like, hey, go do this, get this done, whatever. You know, sometimes they actually do just need that little bit of downtime. You'll also notice I'm taking this out by sections. I don't trust that this won't friggin' collapse. So I'm just going to take it out and leave a couple of blocks at a time. Alright. So, yeah, that will go down that way, and that should be fine. That one can go away. Alright. And I should probably stop building on this at the moment. Keep mining, though. Alright. So most of that will be fine. I think this area can go. I think that's the undercover area. And that's a little bit of concern, because they can't take those out. But we do have mined blocks. I just need people to focus on construction. So, if I find that another tribe or another ally has some construction neurotrainers, I want those. And if you guys happen to notice that I'm forgetting them, like, shout out, because I easily forget stuff. Speaking of, we should be able to, not just quite yet, we will be able to do a caravan soon. And they've rolled back a bit more, so... Alright. What kind of animals we got? So I'm mostly going to take skins as a gift. So what are you doing now? You're playing horse. You're feeding milk to Panther. Panther's probably down. Who else we got on the night shift that's... Why are you awake at night? Oof, that tolerance. I don't want him to be awake when he hits 100. It's kind of like at the peak of his withdrawals, he's conscious for it, and that's the worst thing ever. Also, if they keep sleeping in the fridge, they're going to experience hypothermia soon. Let's see, how's the temperature? It's down to 6. Is it still creeping down? It's an extremely steady 6. 5. Okay, it's slow. It's real slow going. And it's 40 outdoors. How are we going for internal temperatures? 19's pretty good. 23, that's still kind of comfortable. Yeah, that's all good. So what do you think of your bed, Zamora? Needs. You're a little hungry, you're in pain, ate without a table, you still got sky high expectations. You're luxuriously comfortable. Aesthetic has awful bedroom. I mean, I'm getting there. Jesus Christ. How mean. Some of these people are so mean, eh? I honestly did waste like a fair bit of time with like building parts of this that I can't use. Alright. So now that we've got the actual shape, I can build one of these that are complete. So if I take it back, I'm pretty excited to bring a new element of shape to my base though. Like I'm very much on like the aesthetics of how my base ends up looking, and it's, I don't know, I like playing games where I can appreciate the beauty of the game. Like when I run around PUBG, I know the graphics aren't the greatest thing in the world, but some of the areas are so beautiful. And then like, Battlefield's the same, very pretty. What else? Just funny because like RimWorld and say Dwarf Fortress are both very low key graphic games. However, you can make them pretty if you really want to. So I might end up doubling that out, giving them a solid wall on the outside for more insulation, but I'll see how I go. Let's pop you there, and we now know that we're going to have a door there. We don't want that. All right. Hey, there's an aurora happening. Even though it's nighttime, it's very lightly scrolling through a myriad of colours. Anybody that's working outside will be seeing and enjoying it at the moment. I mostly remember that one off by heart. I don't have to read it. Once I've got this up and I've got a structural center going, I should be able to remove the extra panels on this place. So let's stop that one from getting removed. Alright. The nice thing is that they still have space outside, just a little bit of space to play their hoops and whatever else games are out here. But I'm going to have to probably move them anyway. Oops. This is the only problem with when you're doing diagonal. I really wish this game had a drag diagonal sort of shape, because it doesn't. And if I was to, it would honestly just end up putting in a square. Alright, very nice. We also need a center bit for support. Something just caught fire. I think it actually exploded, so let me just go check what that was. Jesus Christ, did you have to blow that up? I have to be so careful here. Like, I can't mine in any closer on this compacted steel because this area is a danger area. And until everybody has a weapon, I can't just open that. Also, speaking of stuff, I don't think this is just a smelter, right? I can't make stuff here, hey? I need the fabrication table. Is that a research option? Smithing. Yeah, okay, so... oh, gold tile. I actually never knew that you could make gold, silver, or steel tiles. But I'm gonna need to probably get that, or where is it? I thought it was machining. The machining table's what I need. What just happened? Oh, they're hunting boomalopes. That's what's happening. I didn't notice that before. Okay, so I guess the next quest path that we're going to have to go down is going to be smithing to get the machining, because I'm going to need weapons soon. And a lot of this stuff is kind of like second fiddle to that kind of stuff. Also, I see some medical plants up here and some berries. So how are we doing for food? So we've got nearly 8,000 of pemmican. We've lost some of that, unfortunately. And we're pretty low on the survival packages and normal food. And that makes sense because honestly, while we've got like a lot of milk and stuff like that, you guys aren't really bringing in the animals either. What are you doing? You're resting. Can I get you guys? You included tofu. Ansie's already working hard. Just bring in the animals you guys have already held. Building a door. You're butchering. You're eating. You're cleaning. You can bring somebody in if you can bring somebody in. So the other thing is because I don't have them set to haul, I have the animals set to that. What happens is they won't necessarily bring in an animal that's been culled out here. And I will get to a point where I can send them out and say, hey, you know, I want you guys to start doing more hauling. Right now, um, they've been doing the best they can with just getting whatever they can done. You're cleaning blood. You could be hauling. I think that's almost all of them. I'm not sure. Yeah, you're another one that can come down. You're butchering. You're training. Julia can wait. I just need to bring in some of these animals. You're cooking. You're hauling stuff. Hunting. Yeah, you can bring stuff in. You're bringing stuff in already. Is there anything else on here? Are we bringing this one in? Yes. Okay, I think that's all the animals. There's a muffler up here. That's been dead for a while. Training Yulia. Yulia can wait. I don't even know what Yulia is. Sounds like an interesting name, though. Alright, we're getting the rice. Are these... Oh, you know what it is? We lost a whole heap of bloody panthers. Yeah, here we are. Alright, so we gotta actually train some panthers. That's what's happened. And I'm gonna have to train up a couple of thrombo calves. They'll do... where's the hauling section? This one. Right now, what's the next one next to that? Or is that rescue? Oh, okay. Well, we're going to keep a few of these thrombos, I guess, and we need to have a whole heap of panthers made. But unfortunately, I think a lot of them are young. How many have we got? We've got one female, two females. I've got two adult females and three. It's not a lot. No wonder why I've got a very slow production of panthers going on. But it's okay. If I can get some of the thrombos working, that'll help. I'm going to make this area that thrombos can't get in here, though. Don't deconstruct that one. So... Alright, I think I may have actually been pretty accurate with where this one was coming in. That... And that door's fine. Right. The funny thing is, they will build something so much faster than they'll deconstruct something. I'm not too sure what that's about. Is that not even? How is that not even? That should be coming to there. So if that's the case, then that would be too long. Alright, let's have a look at what's wrong with this wall. I've already counted it out there, so 2, 7, 8. Okay, so it's just recessed a little bit. Door one further forwards. You delete that. Get rid of that line. Line there, put a line there. Alright, that's where the problem is. That's fine. At least got the indented one. Oh. If that's the case, in that other central line, it's not correct. Give me the cancel. Oh, in a sense, it's kind of actually been sort of peaceful playing this today.